Hey, friends and poetry lovers. Really throwing it together here, I'm afraid. Just threw on some pink covers and this crazy pink robe, which has little perfume bottles and little squirt, squirt. Oh, wow, that's placed very woohoo cleverly. These little nail polish and little perfumies, and had it, I think, since I was in my pink phase, which was goodness back in the day. We're talking like way, way back. I'm going to say I was about 16 when I went through my big time pink phase. So it's all the craze. Brought this baby out. Haven't quite been able to get rid of it. I've just finished rehearsal. I am bringing this to you so by the seat of my... Oh, I'm not wearing any pants. But if I was, I would be bringing this to you by the seat of them. Goodness. So, golly, this is about, today's poem is about, my hair is doing so many weird things. It's very fitting that I'm feeling kind of, how do you say, the opposite of attractive right now, and that's okay. Sometimes as humans, we feel that way. I also feel like maybe perhaps my lens is dirty, or I just don't have enough light. But it's all right. We're just giving it to you. We're just going with it anyway, because I have to. Because I need to go to bed. Because I just got done with the rehearsal, and I don't know where my head is. Is it attached? I don't know. But today I had the delightful misfortune, I don't know what you want to call it. I needed to get some makeup. My makeup is very old. I haven't really bought makeup since before the pandemic, necessarily. Not much of it, anyway. Let alone worn any. But I'm about to be in a play. And I am playing a countess. So I must be very, well-dressed, well-to-do, well-hued in the colors. And, yes, I must look nice. So I had to go buy all the things. Oh, I didn't even bring any of the new things I had to buy. It's okay. Okay. I need one prop. I did want this one prop. Hold on. You're with me. Don't stop. Don't leave me. We're fine. It's fine. It's all good. I used this prop the other day. It just seemed fitting. So, yeah. It's just such a thing. I had to get myself some new makeup. I used some of these props in my TikTok robots video, which I'm talking about the horrors of the internet beauty standards and how impossible they are. Yes, this is a real thing that I was convinced to buy, because you're supposed to do this, put this in the freezer, and it makes you feel like you're... Yes, I'm bullying my skin back into looking like it once did. I don't know. It's crazy sometimes being a human, let alone someone who identifies as a woman, because however you identify as a woman, you are going to be targeted in such a way that makes you feel like you need to spend so much money to look it well. And especially... this day and age, I just cannot believe how much makeup and product there is. And this is kind of what this is about, because I went into the local beauty shop, and it is madness. And I joke about it a lot, there is literally a product for every square centimeter of skin and face and body and hair and everything that you've got. You need a product for all of it. So I just had to show the preposterosity of it all. That, what I am holding before you. Okay, hold on. Now, wait. This does not even represent half of my makeup. And all of my makeup, I'm going to, in fact, throw a lot of this away tonight, because it's ludicrous. It's lunacy. It's madness. a lot of this is so old. And you're not supposed to hold on to old makeup. And you're told you got to get this new stuff all the time. And it has a shelf life, and you better get rid of it, or it's going to be even worse for your skin than it already is. But I have spent so much money on all of this crap in my vanity and in the commercials slapping me around with this idea that it's never enough. That I just hold on to it because it just feels wrong to throw it away when I know I shouldn't have bought it in the first place, and the commercials and the feelings and all the craziness made me buy it. And then it's just like, it's a riot in my brain. Like this product, for example, I'm not going to show what it's called because whatever. Not trying to be mean here or anything. But I was convinced by one of these beauty babes at one of these beauty places that I needed it. And it's supposed to like make your skin shimmer in some way. And it's this weird, kind of waxy, it smells quite odd. And it's supposed to like make you dewy or something. And, it's just like rubbing Vaseline on your face. And I don't know, it was pretty pricey. So why did I let that happen? I don't know. But it's pretty hysterical. It's just all the things. And I buy like the cheap stuff, you know? Like I'm not out here getting like the goods, like the good goods, right? But still, somehow, it accumulates in this way that is just... it's crazy. And like you use a brush once and then you're supposed to buy like a brush cleanser to clean the brush. Like, this is very old. I should probably throw it away. But I'm like, but I convinced myself to buy it because of this sparkly way that it... And then I can't convince myself to get rid of it because... Or like this glow-in-the-dark lipstick I think I've had since junior high. Please, God, get it out of your life, Teal. But I can't quite seem to deal with the fact that I've spent so much money on all this stuff, and here it sits. It's really tough. So, product for everything. And so when I go into these places, I feel so overwhelmed because the amount of, the amount of stuff that and we're talking like every single thing is at least like $12. And it's like, well, you need a product for this part, and for in here, and to make this look a little less whatever it is, and you got to shine this up, and you have to refine these, and lift this, and this part here. And for people who identify as women, it is the worst. It is like you are convinced, you are brainwashed that you need a product for every single body part, and not even just every single body part, every area of every body part. And I just don't even know where to start. So I have this kind of great honing device for like, no, and I find the chick who knows, like she knows. And I'm always good at finding that chick and being like, please help me. I am so tired of the conflictual reports about what sunscreen and what sunscreen slash foundation and what station do I find this at, and I needed this for my brows, and I don't know how, and please help me. And I'm really good at finding that person to help me. And the one today was just lovely. So I know we've all got to work and we've all got to find a niche, and it's okay. I don't mean to be a bitch about everybody's niche, but I do find it maddening that we've created this, what do they call it, the pink tax, that the ladies gotta spend so much money. It's not funny. And dudes just get to, put on pants, put on a little splash, a little something on the pits, and go. It's not fair. So, this is what geez. I'm trying to be prop-ish. I'm trying to be all clever in my propifying. And what have I done with my only good tweezer? See, now I'm going to drive myself insane, you guys. This is bad news. I'll probably step on it in like a really uncomfortable way. And now I don't have my prop for what I wanted it for. But anywho, I showed this in my TikTok robots video, and you can't see it great, but this is a really cool thing. It's vintage. It's from the 50s. It says "Things for a Pretty Face," and it's cute. But really, what did I do? I got so carried away in my theatrics. Well, shoot. Shucks. Shitty sucks. Shitty shit. Shuckety dang darn. It's okay. I will find it in some way, shape, or form, and I will just read you my poetry, and I will pretend this is a microphone in a very awkward way, and I will say it to you now. And now I don't have my prop for the beginning, and it's okay. So the poem is called Is This Thing On? Okay. Tweeze, tease, and buy 6 of these. You simply must tweeze the brow, and if you are not endowed with luscious lashes, you must, of course, dole out wads of cash to plump them up in any way you can. Be sure to pay attention to trends in the length and span that's in demand. Fan them out just perfectly, and certainly you will be received more favorably. Now, naturally, one must apply shadow gracefully. It should be tastefully smoky, with edges not too round and not too pokey. You must invoke the essence of a woman with presence, but not too much, and a touch of sex appeal, without revealing overt sensuality, and a self-aware presentation of duality with a palatably balanced helping of confidence. Now, since we're on the eyes, you of course must spend a little extra on sustainably sourced eyebrow pencils. But you're not done there, you see. You certainly need the stencil to guide you with just the right shape. Then you must take advantage of the sale on our great eyebrow pomade, and for a limited time only, you can save an extra 20% if you buy this other product that's meant to keep the entire brow in place. Your face is truly incomplete without it. And don't worry one bit about those pesky forehead lines, because for an extra $99.99, we have this smoothing bee venom forehead fixer, a real thing. We have this smoothing bee venom forehead fixer, and of course, if you get that, you'll have to add the retinol elixir. You really can't have one without the other. Then, to cover up those disgusting crow's feet, you'll need our complete anti-aging outer eye skin system, because while a woman should have some wisdom, it shouldn't show on her face. But keep in mind, the outer eye formula isn't safe for the inner eye skin. That's another package altogether. But you're so lucky, we just got some in. Now, of course, before you begin to put any of this on, you'll need our primer, glowing shimmer cheekbone liner, and pore refiner, which, if you belong to our rewards club, should be no hassle at all. And naturally, since it's officially fall, you must have our pumpkin spice glow illuminating, rejuvenating rust and gold dust palette. And before you leave, you must fill out a ballot to choose the names of next season's colors, because the less layers you pile on your face, the duller you look, I'm afraid. You must try this lipstick shade. It's made from crushed pearls and helps to save the whales. It's really the holy grail of lip tones, never fails to impress, even if worn when you're alone. And this problem zone around your lips that shows any line caused by smiling, talking, or straw sips should of course be addressed with this collagen-infused quick fix. And who could prepare for a night of glitz and glamour without this lip plumper all the ladies are clamoring for? It restores the self-assured poise destroyed by living life as a human person, and is certain to make you feel years younger. Now you won't have to wonder why the 20-somethings seem to have so much energetic thunder. Now let's do something about those under eye areas while we're on the topic of the unrealistic expectation for women not to age. Not to scare ya, but I can tell that your life is not stress-free by the degree of purple dark circles you're sporting. before you go resorting to anything drastic, you can just add to your basket this under eye miracle cream you apply every 15 minutes. And when you scan this coupon, it only comes in at $300 with tax. You can get the scoop on all the facts about its tremendous impact on women's lives in Vogue and in style, or see interviews about it on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I must mention, we also have these new peptide collagen pills because, let's face it, we can't will away our imperfections. We also have a huge selection of upper lip bleaching creams, tiny expensive machines that you tighten whatever skin flaws came embedded in your genes with. And if you don't have the means, you can stick one of those handy gems on a rewards member credit card. It's not hard at all to sign up for, but do make sure you score those monthly bonus points. And if your skin is feeling less than moist, we have this ultra hydrating illuminating cream, which is just a dream to use. But do read through the instructions, because using too much can cause your skin to look like it's been suctioned inward. But be assured, it has 5-star reviews in all our company beauty news publications. We even have a 3D simulation on our website of how to apply it just right and get that tight, just Botox look at half the cost. We'll even toss in a gold-plated lip hair shaver if you don't hesitate and sign up for our Super Saver program. We specialize in glam, and if we can't make you look Instagrammable, no one can. So, there we go. I was gonna try to, grab products pertaining to all the things that I talked about whilst talking about them and be, so clever and, have the right thing pertaining to the right thing. But I just, I wouldn't have been reading it as smoothly as I was reading it, and I wasn't even reading it that smoothly. This is an interesting one I mentioned when I did my TikTok robots thing. If you watch that, it's a pretty funny one. But I was in this amazing play called Ultimate Beauty Bible, which was a really fascinating experience for me because I played this beauty magazine executive named Tiffany. And Tiffany was that bitch, I, for the first time in my life, paid for a really fancy manicure. I had the gel nails, and it really did change my whole personality to have these gel nails. I shaved my armpits for the first time in, 6 years. I spent way too much money at Victoria's Secret. I got the craziest, most expensive highlights I've ever had in my life. I told my hairdresser, this bitch needs to look like she buys the most expensive lingerie. She goes on boats every weekend. Her hair looks like it's kissed by the sun, and she's always having fun, but she actually pays for it. Man, I became Tiffany. It was crazy. And I will admit, because I'm very method and I go very deep into my characters, it was interesting how much less stress I felt because I was so focused on my appearance. And it was weird. And I've never felt like that. I've always either hated the way I looked or just not given a shit, kind of wavering in between those. And for the first time in a long time, I looked really good. And I don't often say that or look at myself and be like, bitch, you look good. But I spent quite a bit of money becoming Tiffany. And there was this one night we were getting ready backstage, and I looked in the mirror and I said, guys, doesn't my hair look great? And they all were like, Teal, are you still in there? Because that's just not something I would ever say, but it's absolutely something Tiffany would say. There's a line in the play that's Tiff's cunt is the force that the universe is gravitated to, or is the gravitational tether point of all existence, or something like that. It's just it was one of my favorite roles of all time. And I got so deep into it. And of course, there's all this complexity and hidden insecurity to Tiffany. There's more to meets the eye. There's more than meets the eye with Tiff. That is for sure. She's hiding a lot. And she's very power hungry, and she controls everyone. And so naturally, there's a lot of layers to that onion. But it was so fun. And one of the things they talk about in the play, one of the characters is, all these women work at a beauty magazine. And it's such a great play. You should really just read it. It's a fantastic play. But they're talking about like all these samples that they get, and one of the characters is like, we just got this lipstick and it goes on like green or whatever, and then it responds to the color of your, or to the heat and temperature of your skin, and it changes colors based on the mood you're feeling. And we actually found that. It's called Frog Prince by Poppy, and it really is amazing. So there's my free promo for one product. It's kind of crazy. It goes on green or whatever, and then it responds to your body temperature and changes colors. So we had some fun with that, and of course I spent way too much money on that, way more than I made being in the play. That's usually how I do it. Yeah, so anyway, it was fun. I was just like, observations, but it really is crazy. It is no joke. You can buy a product for this part of your eyebrow, for this part of your eyelid, for this part of your eyelid, for the lid liner, for the underliner, for the under lashes, for the upper lashes, for moisturizing the lashes, for hydrating the under eye area, for hydrating the nose, for the pores on the nose. It's like, just go inch by inch. There is a product for that, and it is too much. It's really too much. It's not okay, actually. Like, we need to tone it down a little bit. Like, if you want a gold shimmer, there are literally 1,000 different, maybe 2,000 different kinds of gold shimmer. No joking. Gold shimmer, gold glimmer, to look simmering hot. So that's all I've got. Just a crazy collection of thoughts, trying to, and I find myself getting into that like fever dream mentality where I'm in there, and my logical brain, my wise brain is telling me, Teal, you gotta get out of here. This is insane. You don't need any of this. Like, and then that weird hidden brainwashed insecurity takes over, and I'm like, but my upper cheeks, they really are quite dry, and they don't stand out enough. And man, my upper lip is thin, and maybe this could solve all my problems if I bought this product with snake venom in it. That's a real thing. It is a real thing you can buy for your lips because you're that hung up on how you were born, how you just actually look. And suddenly these voices start, I am overtaken, and I have forsaken all logic, and all of a sudden I'm just this like fiendish person who needs like products for my chin pores as opposed to my forehead pores, because that's a thing. There's a big difference. There's a product for each one. So that's fun. No, it's not. It's not fun at all, and I can't afford it. But I went in there being like, girl, please help me. I am not doing well financially. Like, I know your instinct and your job is to try to sell me the top notch, but I need you to bring those notches down several notches and just sell me the things that I can afford, which is whatever the rich ladies have ignored. Show me that section. And she was really sweet, and she really was incredibly helpful and lovely, and got me the things I need to be a countess. But I confess, it's way too much. It's like the whole stipend I'm making for the play was spent on these few products that I needed for just my eyebrows and lips. That's basically all I covered. A little bit of cheeks, a little bit of eyebrows, a little bit of lips. The money slips through my fingers. So, hey, that's all I've got. The glitter lingers. Puff, puff, puff. Oh, yes, she's got the stuff. Maybe it's Maybelline. I thought I was really funny when I was a little kid. I went to gymnastics practice. And I remember, I was just always such a weirdo. I don't know, man. I don't know where these things came from in my head. But I would wear, like, really ridiculous fake eyelashes to gymnastics, just hoping that someone would ask me, like, why are you wearing those? And I would say, maybe it's Maybelline. And I just thought I was so funny. It was a scream. I thought I was hysterical. So, yeah, I would just be like, because I knew someone was bound to be like, you're a 7-year-old at gymnastics practice. Well, I guess now no one would ask that question because every 7-year-old's a TikTok star, right? But back then, there was no internet. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine? There wasn't any. But there sure was commercials. And so I thought I was just like the most hysterically funny person ever, waiting for my chance to say, maybe it's Maybelline. Oh, funny. What a hysterical comedy queen. Anyway, that's enough for me. Oh, sign out of the powder puff here. And I'm going to throw a bunch of this away. Like, a lot of it literally smells like rotting chemicals, and it's not okay. And I can't keep clinging on to it, hoping maybe there will be a day when I'll need this glow-in-the-dark lipstick. No, it's sick. I need to get rid of it. So I'm gonna do a little purging, and I am encouraging you all to just let the natural world chips fall as they may. Be who you are. Start your day with just your face and do that. I mean, we all need to cleanse, you know. You gotta use some water and some soap from time to time, and you know, I know a good moisturizer and a little sunscreen goes a long way, but don't get so carried away. Don't start falling into that trap where you convince yourself that you have to have a product for every single section of your face, because it's kind of a waste. So anyway, that's enough for me. An old powder puffy here, and we will clearly be bringing you more poetry the day after this one. Okay, it's been fun. Good night.